Yo, 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 what's up, people? This your boy Pete Ross back in the building with another video. And right now, I'm about to review I Got the Hookup 2, which came out, I believe, this past Friday. If you're not familiar with I Got the Hookup, the first I Got the Hookup starring Master P and AJ Johnson came out in 1998, I believe. And it is definitely a hood classic, one of my favorite hood classic movies of all time. Um, but this is the sequel. Now I'm gonna try not to do spoilers because I really want everyone to go out, check this movie out, and support it. It was released in select theaters throughout the country. I know down in New Orleans they had a big bash for it. Um, Also, you were able to buy it on iTunes or rent it for $6.99, and you could buy the movie for $12.99. Now, buying it for $12.99 for me, which is what I did, was definitely better because it was better than going to the theater, seeing it, and paying X amount of dollars and spending $50, $60 on snacks and popcorn, hot dogs, and all that shit. You know what I mean? So there's definitely a savings there, and maybe it'll be in theaters everywhere soon. I don't know. But like I said, it was at select theaters, and you're able to buy it or rent it on iTunes. Now, getting into the movie, the plot, of course, is all about uh, getting hooked up, right? Depending on whatever the hookup is. In this case, the hookup is they're talking about phones and drugs. Okay. Now, again, I'm not gonna try to spoil it too much because I do want y'all to go out and check it out. But with that being said, Master P and AJ Johnson reprised their roles as Master P's character name is Black, and AJ Johnson's character name is Blue. Now, a lot have changed. They have had children, nephews, and kids, and all this type of stuff. Master P had a son who was in college who got expelled, this and that, and this, blah, 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 for doing some shit on campus. Then you had Blue's son, you know what I mean, who was a wannabe hustler or whatever he wanted to do. Him and DC Young Fly has a part in this movie. Like there's a lot of comedic spots, but for me, it took too long to get to what the movie was really about. Like, besides knowing that what I Got the Hookup is about, if you've never seen the first one, I feel like you would be lost. You know what I mean? If you tried to watch this one. But again, there is some very funny comedic spots, and it just seems to me like a bunch of skits that have just been put together and they made a movie. You know what I mean? Now, once the movie finally got rolling around the halfway point, I can say that it was pretty good. You had a few people who reprised roles that was in the first one. You had the incredibly funny John Witherspoon reprised his role as Mr. Mims. Some newcomers. You had DC Young Fly, of course. Fat Boy SSE, Funny Mike, Michael Blackston, Jess Hilarious. Of course, executive producing the movie, Romeo Miller with his father, Master P. Romeo played a cop. You know what I mean? So overall, again, once it got rolling, it was okay. But it just took, for me, it took too long to get to the point of what the movie was supposed to be about. You know what I mean? They had a family restaurant. They got shut down. They had to get the money to get the restaurant back up and running. Another thing, for AJ Johnson to be the main, for me, the main comedian in the movie, in which he was the main comedian in the first one, I think he got shot like maybe halfway through, and then you didn't see him that much after that to like the end. So I thought that was a mistake. You know what I mean? And if I had to rate this movie on a 5-star scale, I would probably give it a 2.5 out of 5. You know what I mean? Only because it seemed like it took too long to get to the point. You know, it was a lot of cameos in the movie. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on for sure. But again, there were a lot of comedic spots. But I have to give this movie a 2.5 out of 5. Is it worth watching? I don't think it's worth going to the theaters and watching. At $12.99 and you watching it in your own home, I think that's more worth it. You know what I mean? So check it out. Let me know what y'all think about this movie. Again, once it got going, it was pretty good, but it just took too long to get to the main plot of the movie. So holla at your boy P. Ross, Nerd Life 513, and we out. Peace.